Wait, this needs ears. I'm Talie, and for anyone who doesn't know this, I'm in my third year studying journalism at university, and I've recently, kind of a long time ago now, been accepted onto the Disney Cultural Exchange Programme. A lot of people I know don't actually know what that is. It's kind of just been resorted to being called the Disney thing, and that's okay, but I am going to attempt to vlog this summer, do the YouTube thing. Just wanted to do a little explainer video about what the Disney thing is. So this video is going to do exactly what it says on the tin, and we are going to explain the Disney thing. So the Cultural Exchange Programme is part of Disney's international college programmes, and you have to be a university student to participate. You basically get the opportunity to work in Walt Disney World for a whole summer in a specific role. So I'll come back to the roles later in the video. You travel to the US on a J1 cultural exchange visa. Whilst you're there, you work a minimum of 30 hours a week. This programme takes place in a lot of different countries around the world. So there's definitely a Canadian one, there's Australia, lots of other countries I think. But for the United Kingdom one, our dates run from June till August. So my programme dates are from June 17th until August the 22nd, but I'm flying out on June the 15th, which means that today is 100 days until I fly. So applying for the programme, I have now actually applied twice. I applied for the summer of 2018 and didn't get through. That was okay. I still went to America, worked at camp, had a great time. But I first heard about the programme through a Facebook friend who'd done the programme the previous summer to my first year. And I saw her posting a memory from it or something and was like, I need to do this programme. I actually saw it in a lecture. I went home that day and researched it, found the Disney Careers website, and then was sent to Yummy Jobs, which is the agency that we have to apply through in the UK. This was in about February, March time, but applications don't open until July for the following year. So I had a while to wait and kind of think about it. So then I was on holiday and applications opened, and the second they opened, I remember I sat trying to write my answers on my Kindle, sat on a beach in Mallorca, because it was really important that I got it in first. That wasn't necessarily the most important because applications then didn't close till September, but I actually found out mid-August that I got through to a pre-screen. So I went to the pre-screen in Epping. It was a group interview situation, so there was I think 7 people in our group. They asked you questions. 2 or 3 weeks later, was told that I'd been rejected. Again, I found out in a lecture. That wasn't the best day, but we passed it. So I ended up going to camp and worked there. And it was whilst I was at camp, I met a lot of people who had done the American college programme, and I wasn't planning to apply again because I need an adult job, but we're now just running away to hide in Disney, that's okay. But I decided that it was worth a try. I had nothing to lose. So I applied again in July 2018, sat during lunchtimes at camp, just kind of writing my application, sent it off, was invited for a pre-screen again. I went for a pre-screen in September, had the same interviewer at Yummy Jobs. Didn't feel like it went any differently to the first one, but it just so happened that I got through that round. We received an email a lot sooner than we were expecting, but inviting me to a final interview at Disney HQ in Hammersmith in London, which it was exciting even to just go there. Come November, I went to the interview. The Disney HQ interview is a one-on-one interview, just you and a recruiter who's actually from Florida, which was very exciting just to talk to them and kind of share experiences. They go more over your role choices at Disney HQ as opposed to Yummy Jobs just being about you in general and your experiences. So I left Disney HQ, went home, and about 3 weeks later got the email walking home from uni with my housemate. And this batch of emails had gone out on the group chat, everyone was talking. I was like, oh, I would have got one. Went on my emails and I screamed. It was really embarrassing because I was in public. I will do a whole video on the application process, probably nearer when applications open again this year. sadly not everyone gets to be a princess or Mickey Mouse. So let's see if I can list off the roles here. I think there is 10. We've got merchandise, quick service food and beverage, full service food and beverage, lifeguarding, recreations, attractions and operations, custodial, character performer, character attendant, and costuming. If you do an American college program, so that's referred to as the DCP, there are so many more roles available, but they kind of keep it limited for culture exchange programs because they're a shorter program. There's less time for training, so I would have loved to do PhotoPass, but it takes a lot of time to train. Disney provides full training for any role, so you don't need to have any previous experience. If you have, that's great, but it's not necessary. I have been hired as a lifeguard, so I haven't been a lifeguard before. I can swim. Gotta pass the swim test first though, but it will be okay. So for lifeguarding, they give you full training to become a qualified lifeguard and any other training that you need. The same goes for merchandise. They teach you how to use a till. Attractions, they teach you how to operate a ride. Basically, they teach you everything you need to know. One of the kind of most asked questions is, well, where are you supposed to live? Disney provides housing for anyone on a college program. There's 4 complexes, they're all fairly near the parks. It's like a 15-minute drive depending on where you are. They are on Disney property. They're very, very similar to university accommodations, so you share a bedroom with at least one other person, you share a kitchen, all that good stuff. Disney provides buses to get you from complexes to the parks, to Walmart, anywhere you need to be, you can get there with a bus. And payment for housing comes out of your paycheck, so you don't have to remember to pay rent that month, they just automatically deduct it on a weekly basis. So finances, always a fun topic. You do get paid. I think average wage is about $10 an hour and then they deduct taxes. Housing, as I said, comes directly out of your paycheck, so you don't have to think about that. As I said at the very, very beginning, you are guaranteed 30 hours per week. You could work way more. I've heard people say they work 60, 70 hours at peak times, but you're guaranteed to get 30, so at least $300 a week. It's enough to live on, I imagine, I hope. The more you work, the more money you get. That's kind of how it goes. Most people that I've kind of watched vlogs and stuff before have said that there's enough to live on and enjoy yourself. There has, however, been a lot of costs pre-arrival. Probably should have anticipated them, but it's got to be done. So we had to pay about a £300 acceptance fee for the program, which covers your first week's rent, a program acceptance to guarantee you want to do it, and housing events. We then had to pay for a DBS check, insurance, our flights, and a hotel for the day before you check in, because of flight times you never get there in time. So for flights, I managed to get mine for about £500 return. I know a lot of people book one way because they don't know if they're planning to travel afterwards. I am actually staying in Florida for another 10 days or so, and my family are coming to visit. So I knew I wasn't going to be travelling, so I just booked the return straight back. And then there was any costs to get to the interviews, so I did 2 trips down to London from Lincoln, which isn't cheap, and as you're in London you've got to go and see something in the theatre, so that was an added cost, but don't regret it. As a Walt Disney World cast member, you get so many perks. You get completely free entry to every single Disney park for the entirety of your program. You can bet I'm going to be there before work, after work, on my days off. I am so excited to just have free roam, to live in Disney World and get to go there basically whenever I fancy. As well as all that, you get pretty good discounts on other things, so food, hotels and merchandise. One of the things I get asked the most is, what am I looking forward to most? What can't I wait to do? So I've come up with 5 things that I am so excited for. And the first one is meeting people. I've already been speaking to a group chat of amazing girls who are staying in a hotel together before the check-in day, and we have so many ideas and plans, and it's just going to be great to meet people who are also like-minded on the Disney loving front and just get to share that kind of experience and excitement with them. I am very, very excited about all the food. I love food. I'm a vegetarian and I've heard that Disney has really upped their dietary requirements game. I've been watching a lot of vlogs and seeing menus, and I'm just excited to get to Pecos Bill and get my kids' rice bowl. And Blaze Pizza. That is the first thing I'll be doing when I arrive. Blaze Pizza is, for anyone that doesn't know, like Subway, but for pizza. I had one in LA last year and it has changed my life, and I need to get there again soon. I am excited to learn more about the Walt Disney Company. So during traditions and your classes and stuff, you get taught a lot about kind of the 4 keys and the history of the company, just more than you would get as a general member of the public. And having been fascinated by Disney and Disney parks and the Walt Disney Company for so long, I'm so excited to learn more, to get to go in the tunnels under the Magic Kingdom, which my dad has talked about for years and years and years. And a lot of people have asked if I think it will spoil the magic. I think I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. I don't think it will. I'm hoping it won't, because I'm gonna take it as a positive of I'm just getting to learn more about how it works, but we'll see. I am excited to be in the sun again. I hate winter, I hate cold, I hate rain, and that is what the UK seems to be best at. So get me back to my sun. I miss the East Coast of America. And I am just most excited for getting to spend every single day in the most magical place on earth. Wake up, oh, let's go see the castle today. Wake up the next day, let's go to Epcot. Oh yeah, let's go and watch Happily Ever After my shift. Anyone who knows me will know that that is what I'm probably most excited for as a little secret 6th one. But yeah, I can't wait to be there experiencing the magic and getting to potentially make magic if that arises. I am going to do a bucket list nearer the time. I'm still fine-tuning everything that's going on my bucket list. So that is it. I hope that I have explained the Disney thing well enough that you understand it a little bit more than you did before. I can't wait to be there in 100 days. It sounds crazy, like this has been 18 months in the making. More than that. This has been nearly 2 years in the making, and to be able to say I go to Disney World in 100 days is the best feeling. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and you can follow me on Instagram if you want. I'll be sharing a lot more of my adventures on there. I will put it here. Thank you so much. Have a magical day. Bye!